Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into what seems like a major contradiction. The world's biggest oil superpower is making a huge bet on electric cars. We're going to break down how Saudi Arabia is literally building its own EV brand from the ground up, and what that really means for the future of, well, everything.
So let's get right to it. The big question is, why? Why would Saudi Arabia, a country whose entire modern identity and wealth is built on oil, suddenly pivot to electric vehicles? It sounds kind of crazy, but the answer pulls back the curtain on a strategy that is so much bigger than just the car industry.
You see, this whole move is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. It's a massive national strategy, a master plan that's designed to completely reshape the country's future. And it all stems from this one single idea.
And that plan is called Vision 2030. Now, this isn't just some dusty policy paper. Think of it more like a blueprint for a brand new Saudi Arabia. The number one goal? To fundamentally change the economy, to move away from being so dependent on oil by creating totally new industries. And right at the heart of that plan is a huge leap into the auto world.
And the centerpiece of this whole automotive push is a brand new car company called Ceer. This isn't just another project, it's a critical part of that Vision 2030 puzzle and a very loud signal about where the country is headed.
So Ceer was officially announced back in 2022, and it's set to be the kingdom's very first national EV brand. The goal here is nothing short of audacious, to design and build a whole lineup of sedans and SUVs completely inside Saudi Arabia, with the very first cars hitting the streets as soon as 2025.
So how in the world are they pulling this off? Well, this is definitely not your typical garage startup. It's a massive joint venture between two global giants. You've got Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, or PIFE. Think of it as the country's massive investment wallet, providing all the cash. And then you have the tech titan Foxconn, the company that builds so many of our electronics, bringing all of their manufacturing magic to the table.
And they're smart about it. They're not trying to reinvent the wheel all on their own. To get things moving fast and make sure the quality is top-notch, Ceer has basically assembled an automotive dream team of global partners. And this is where it starts to get really interesting.
They're essentially cherry-picking the best tech from around the world. So they're licensing key components from BMW, a legend in engineering. The electric guts of the car, the propulsion system, that's coming from Hyundai, which is a real powerhouse in EV tech. And get this, for the super high-performance versions, they're teaming up with Rimac, the Croatian hypercar wizards known for making some of the fastest electric cars on the planet.
Leading this whole charge is the CEO, James DeLuca, who says Ceer is going to ignite Saudi Arabia's automotive sector. And this isn't just talk. This guy is a serious industry veteran. We're talking decades at General Motors, and more recently, he was the founding CEO of VinFast, Vietnam's first EV company. He literally has a playbook for building car companies from scratch, which tells you just how serious Ceer is.
Okay, so you've got the money, you've got the dream team, you've got the tech. But what are these cars actually going to look like? Well, the final product is still a bit of a secret, but the early designs are already getting people talking, even nicknaming it the Arabian Cybertruck. It's this bold, spiky, angular crossover that is clearly designed to make a statement. I mean, we're talking about a windshield that might just be the largest in the world, stretching way back into the roof, and these super dramatic gull-wing doors. This thing is not meant to blend in. And that's the whole point. This car is so much more than just a way to get from A to B. It's a symbol of a nation trying to transform itself. It's a rolling billboard for high-tech manufacturing for a new, diversified future. It's basically Saudi Arabia telling the world, hey, we're ready to surprise you.
But the goals for Ceer go way beyond just selling cars. This whole project is actually a cornerstone of a much bigger plan to totally rewire the Saudi economy. Let's look at some of the hard numbers.
First up, investment. Ceer is on track to pull in over $150 million in foreign direct investment. And that's not just about the cash. It's about bringing in global expertise and building confidence from the rest of the world in this new economic path.
Then you have the jobs. The project is aiming to create up to 30,000 new jobs, both directly at the factory and indirectly for suppliers and services. And these are the kinds of jobs countries want. Skilled positions in engineering, tech, and advanced manufacturing. It's about building a whole new talent pool for the future.
And here's the really big number, the overall economic impact. By 2034, the goal is for Ceer to be contributing $8 billion to the country's GDP. That's not just a drop in the bucket. That is creating a whole new, sustainable pillar for the entire national economy. So when you put all these pieces together, You can really see how Ceer is being used as a strategic tool for nation building. It's pushing economic diversification, it's developing human capital with jobs and training, and it fits right in with the country's bigger goals on sustainability. It's hitting all the big targets at once.
And that commitment to sustainability, it goes all the way down to the factory floor. The huge new plant they're building is being designed from the ground up to be a state-of-the-art, zero-waste to landfill facility. It's just another sign that this project isn't just about what they build, but how they build it.
So the vision is absolutely huge. The all-star team is in place, and the car is taking shape. So what does the actual road ahead look like?
Well, the timeline is frankly breathtakingly ambitious. The brand was just announced in late 2022, they started building the factory in 2023, and they plan to have the first cars rolling off the assembly line in 2025. That $8 billion GDP target is for 2034. This whole thing is moving at lightning speed.
So, in the end, Ceer is so much more than just a car company. It is a massive, high-stakes experiment in national reinvention. It's a huge bet that a country built on oil can pivot to a future powered by electricity. And it leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to think about. If an oil giant can really become an EV leader, what other huge global changes are waiting just around the corner? What do you think?